Hey everybody, this is Alex with GuitarForce.com. As you can see today, we're going to take a look at The Sky is Crying by Gary Moore. Actually, this song was written by Elmore James, but it was covered by many other guitarists, including Gary Moore and Stevie Ray Vaughan and others. This was a supported request by William, and he asked me to do Gary Moore's version. So thank you very much for your support, William, and I hope you like this lesson. A couple of things to mention before we started. First off, the version that we're going to be looking in this lesson combines two versions of Gary Moore. The first one, I'm pretty sure you have seen it, or if you look at it even on YouTube, you can find it. It's the version where Gary Moore is playing a blue Telecaster. So the parts that I've taken from this version are the two solos, the first solo, the second solo, half of it, and also the third verse. And for the first and second verses, I took from his album from 1993, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Blues Alive. You know, if you look around, you can find that version as well. So these are the two main versions that I've combined into this lesson. As usual, the tabs and the backing track are going to be available at GuitarForce.com. As far as the sound, again, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig. Nothing changes there. And again, I'm going to post a picture of the preset for you to check it out. While you are checking out the picture, the tuning of this song is going to be standard. And while you're checking out the picture, here's my low E for your tuning reference. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's take a listen to the intro part, and then we'll come back close up and start the lesson. Let's check it out. Alright, so the very beginning of the intro part goes like this. Okay, so here we have three chords, starting off with the F sharp 7, going chromatically up to the G 7, and then G sharp 7. And on the last chord, we have sort of tremolo picking going on. And then give it some vibrato, either with fingers or with the tremolo right here. And then we have a little fast slide as we stay on the G string, 11th fret. You know, just slides up and then down. No particular fret to go up to or down. It's just a quick slide as for effect. And then after that we'll go into this first lick, which goes like this. So it starts off with the 14th fret of the B string. Then we go on to the E, high E string. We go 12 to 14. And then we have two bends up on the 14th fret. So as you bend up the string, we hold it for the whole bar, so for the 4 beats, and add some vibrato as well. And then on the fourth beat we have another bend and slide out, like that. So all together, one more time. Like that. After that, the next phrase goes like this. So here we're going back down to the first position of the C sharp minor pentatonic, which most of the action is gonna happen. So the first lick goes like this. Bend on the G string 11th fret. Then we go, on the G string 11th fret, bend up. Then we go to B9, high E9, and then play 12 to 9 on the high E string. Add some vibrato, and then in the end of the phrase we have, which is a bend on the high E string, 12th fret, then bring it down, and then we have a gradual bend up, like that, and cut it off while it's bent up. So all together again. Like that. Next phrase. So here we start off with the high E string, 9th fret, going to B9, back to high E9, and then 12 to 9 on the high E. Again, adding some vibrato in the end, and then we have 9 on high E, 9 on B, 11 on G to 9, and slide out. It's like the ending of the phrase. So again, one more time. Like that. Next phrase. So here we have bend on a high E string, 14th fret. Then we go right into 12th fret to 14 on B. So we stay here on the 14th fret of the B string, then we pick it 2 more times, 16th notes, and then we go back to high E12, and then we have a bend on the 14, full step. Next phrase. So here again we have a bend on the high E string, 14th fret. And then we have one more bend, but we catch the B string at the 14th fret as well, so we have this sound of the 2 strings ringing together while we bend it up. So one more time. So that's the sound you want to get. And then we play again 12 on high E to 14 2 times on B. And then we pick again the 14th fret of the B string 2 times, 2 16th notes, going to high E12, gradual bend on 14, and then we play 12 with the gradual bend up. All right, so one more time, the whole phrase. Like that. Next phrase. Okay, so here we have, again, back to the first position of the C sharp minor pentatonic. We play bend on the G string 11th fret, going to B9, high E9, back to B9, back to high E9, and then we have 2 slide bends on the 12th fret of the high E string, like that, sort of micro bends, half step bends. 9 on high E, add some vibrato, and then we have again sort of the lick that we did before. This time it's a little bit different with this grace note on the G string. So we go 9 on high E, 9 on B, 11 on G, to 10th fret of the G string, but with this, like I said, a quick hammer on grace note from 9 to 10. Like that. So one more time. Then for the turnaround we go like this. So fast slides into the 10th fret on the G string, then we play 9 on B, 9 on high E, to 11th fret, then we have two bends on this 11th fret, and these two bends are separated with a little stop, so we have two bends on a high E, 11th fret, then we play 9 on high E to 9 on B. Then we have again a little rest and playing 11th fret on the G string. So one more time. Like that. Next part. Alright, so this one we have a fast bend on the G string 11th fret to 9th fret of the B string, and then we have this chromatic line which goes on the high E string. We play 11, 10, 9, and it's kind of staccato, meaning that the notes are kind of short, like that. So 11, 10, 9 on high E, then we play 9, 8, 7 on B to the 9th fret of the G string with the huge big bend. It's almost like a two-step bend on the G string, 9th fret. Then after that we come back after the bend, and then we play again 2 times 9th fret of the G string to 11th fret on the D. And then we have this one, the end of this lick, which is again 9th fret of the G string, but we played with the pinch harmonic, artificial harmonic. Alright, so it's around this middle pickup on the Strat, like that, back to 11th fret of the D string. So one more time, the last part all together slowly. And that's the whole intro. So after that we go into verse number 1, and it goes like this. Alright, so during the verses we're going to have this typical blues thing where the singer sings a line and then plays a lick after that. In the first verse it goes like this, the first lick. Alright, so it starts off with the slide. Again, no particular fret, you can do it from around 16 or something like that. Slides out, and then we have the lick itself. Goes like this, bend on the 11th fret of the G string. Then we play 9 on B to 9 on high E, back to 9 on B. And then we play 12 to 9 on the high E string. Little rest, and then pick the 9th fret again. and then again playing 12 to 9. So slowly would be like this. And add some vibrato when you're staying on the 9th fret. So this is the first lick. The second one goes like this. Again, we have a slide. It's longer, the duration, time-wise, it's a little bit longer. And then we play, which is, again, bent on the G string, 11th fret, playing 9 on B, 9 on high E. And then we climb down the blues scale. So it was going to be 12 to 9 on B, and then 12, 11, 9 on G, to 11th fret of the D string. Add some vibrato, and then again we have this, which is 9 on G to 11 on D string. Sliding out, and actually from this we go into the second part of the lick, which goes like this. So after we slide out from the 11th fret of the G string, of the D string, we then slide into 6th fret of the D string. Then we play 6 on G, back to 6 on D, 6 on G again, to 5th fret of the B string, to 6th fret of the G string. Add some vibrato, and then the end of the lick goes like this. So picking the G string at the 6th fret 2 times, 2 16th notes. We go to the 5th fret of the B string, and then here again we have a very big 1.5 step bend up. Bring it down, and then again gradual bend up, full step. So all together. Like that, okay? So if I put 2 licks together, back to back slowly, it's going to be like this. All right. The next lick, this is pretty simple. Playing 12 on the high E, and we go fast to the 14th fret of the B string. Adding some vibrato and staying on that note. You can slide out. Next lick goes like this. Okay, so here we have 2 bends on the high E string, 14th fret. Then we play 14 on B to 12 on high E, back to 14 on B. Like that, staying on that note for a bit. And then we have, sorry, one more time. So here we have few bends going on, gradual bending on the 12th fret of the high E string. So we started with just a plain note, right? And then we bend a little bit, kind of half step, then full step, and then we have 2 more bends of the full step, and then we go down in bending. So we play 2 half step bends, and then we play 9 on high E to 9 on B to 9 on high E again. So this is a little bit tricky when playing these bends, and you know, mostly rely on your ear. Just like I said, you know, it's a gradual bending up, and then bending, you know, bending again, but going down in pitch. So you know, be careful with that. And then in the end, like I said, just playing these 2 notes. On high E to B, on high E again, 9th fret, and then we have again this part of the lick, which is 9 on high E, 9 on B, 11 to 10 on G, fast, okay? And then after that we go into G9, so for turn around, so it's going to be slide into 11th fret of the G string and adding 11th fret of the high E, so this is the 6. Okay, so let me play the previous lick all together one more time, kind of slower. Okay, so that's what you want to get. Next lick again for the F sharp 9 when we go to F sharp 9. Again, playing 12 on high E, fast, going to 14 on the B. Adding some vibrato. And then the last lick before the turnaround, before we go back, goes like this. Okay, so here, playing in 8th notes, starting with the bend again on the G string, 11th fret. Then we play 9 on B, 9 on high E, 12 to 9 on high E. So we go back down, 9 on B, then we play 11, 10 on G, and we finish it off with the 11th fret of the D string. Slide out, and then we go for the G sharp 7 chord, and playing in 8th notes the whole bar. Okay, so one more time. Alright, so after that, that's pretty much verse number 1, and after that we go into verse number 2, which sounds like this. Alright, so verse number 2 continues from verse number 1 when we played the G sharp 7 chord for the whole bar. And then after that we go right into C sharp 7, looking like that. So we strike it once, and you can add again vibrato with the tremolo right here. And we stay again for almost the whole bar on the C sharp 7. And in the end of the bar, on the 4th beat, we have again this lick, which is high E 12th fret to 14 on the B, fast. Alright, so we have this. After that, again there is a vocal line, and then when we go back to C sharp 7 after the F sharp 9 bar, we go back down to C sharp 7, and the next lick is going to be like this. So again we go down to the 6th position, we slide into the 6th fret on the D string, playing 6 on G, back to 6 on D, then we go right into the 5th fret of the B string, and we have a slide bend here and also a staccato note, meaning that it's just a short note. So we play it 2 times with slide bends to the 6th fret of the G, add some vibrato, and then finish off the lick with the quick bend on the B string 5th fret, like that. So all together the first part, like that. Then we continue the lick with the so again slight bend on the 5th fret of the B string, then we go to 7 on the same string. After that we have again slight bend on the 7th fret, and then we have a full step bend back down to the 5th fret. So one more time, slower, like that, and then we finish off the lick with the, which is 6 on G to 6 on D, back to 6 on G. Add some vibrato, and we stay for the next bar, which goes the harmony goes into F sharp 9. All right, so one more time, the two parts of the two phrases go like this. Next lick. Okay, so here playing 5th fret of the B string, going right into the 6/0 on the G, staying on this note here, and then finishing off the lick with the quick again bend on the 5th fret of the B string, like that. After that we go back to C sharp 7, and the next phrase goes like this. Alright, so here we go up to the 14th fret on the B string, and we play 14 on B, 13 on G, back to 14 on B 2 times. Alright, adding some vibrato, and then we go up to the 12th fret on the high E string, and we play 12, 14, and if you notice there is again this slight bends going on the high E string 12th fret. So 12 to 14, then we play again 12 with the slight bend, and then one more time 12 on the high E string. And after that we go to 14 on B, 13 on G, back to 14 on B, and we play it one more time. So it might sound a little bit confusing, but you know, it's easier when you just hear these phrases, how they play. So I'm just going to play it slower so you can hear how it goes. Alright, so we got so far, and then we have the last part of the lick, which goes. So starting on the B string, 14th fret, then we play 13 on G, 11, 10, like that, and then we go into the for the turnaround for the G sharp 9 chord, again sliding into 11th fret on the G string, and then picking the 11th fret of the high E, and adding some vibrato, and then after that we have again this lick, which is again from 12 on high E to 14 on B. So one more time, this last lick goes like this, slower. Okay, and after that we go to C sharp 7 chord again, and then for turnaround F sharp 9, and basically that's the verse number 2. After that we'll go into the solo, which we're going to take a look at right now.